Hi everybody, it is Catherine Movies today. This is like my third take of doing my amazing intro. I haven't been doing videos recently, so right now I'm going to be talking about self-harm, on how I overcame self-harm and how I was in the beginning till now. I still struggle with self-harm on a regular basis, and I tend to keep it inside of me. And then when it happens, I blow up. And I just wanted to give you an update because I have been over a month clean now. I did relapse with self-injury. I think there was a previous video where I said relapse was not perfection, it's progress. And that is so true. I was going really through a rough patch during the summer. Some things were bothering me. And so that was my result because I felt like I couldn't express myself the way I wanted to. And I'm hoping that you guys are overcoming your problems with self-harm and you're going through with addiction. And as well, I just want to thank for the little subscribers that I have. I don't think I've ever mentioned this in a video, but I really should thank for the 22 subscribers that have subscribed to this channel and that are waiting for mental health videos. Just wanted to say thank you for the 22 subscribers that I have now. And now I am going to get to the video. Okay, so this is going to be a little awkward for me to talk about because I don't think I've ever talked really deep into my self-harm era. I was around 18 years old when I started self-injuring. I was being bullied in school and I felt like I really wasn't anything back then, and so that's when I really started doing it. And so I would use a lot of things that I had around my house. I didn't have a lot of things. I had like a few things that I would try to make arm warmers, or I would use my bracelets that I would get from like, you know, Hot Topic or whatever. Use those bracelets to cover up my scars, and I would try to use blouses like I have right now. And I'm not saying that I self-harmed or anything. I was at work, so just to let you know, I haven't done it. I first started, I don't know how I really felt numb, and I just wanted to feel something because I felt like I couldn't show anything to anybody around me because I was so angry what was going on. And so I went to the point around in high school, as far as I can remember, I tried to block it out, is that I actually told somebody. I told a close friend back in that time. But I know the reason why that she told the teachers around me, because they were worried. And I was also worried because I thought I was going to go into an institution because how out of control I thought I was. But when time went on, the urges got worse and worse, and after high school, that was when I would start the drinking. But I'm not going to talk about the drinking, I'm going to talk about the self-harm issue. And so I would have continuous flashbacks. I would be kind of reckless in class, and so therefore I decided around 18 to put myself in an institution, which they actually put me in a program, and it was like an outpatient program. Therapy session, I don't remember it much. I didn't feel like that program really helped me very much. I'll say that a lot of these group therapies that I've been to, I've had better ones, and the one that I've been doing is at my local hospital. I feel like that one has helped the best because those nurses know me, and in the other place, those nurses didn't really know me, so they didn't really know how to treat me well. I only got let out, and I still didn't feel like myself, and I was on antidepressants, and I only started a few. I started like Celexa, I started Lexapro. And when I started these meds, I felt a little funny, so I took those, and about a week or so, it didn't work out. It failed. After that, I did end up going to the ER, and that was my first experience, or maybe second. It was probably my second because I went to the other place. And so therefore, I did get admitted. I was completely stone cold sober, but when I was there, I would secretly hurt myself, and because the way I looked, I thought I could get away, and so therefore I did what I could, and I did get caught, and they didn't really do anything the first couple times, but later on when the self-harm got worse, which was like maybe over a year ago. In the beginning it wasn't so bad, but towards the end it was really bad because when I was in, what was it? I went to actually McLean for the first time because I recommended it to my psychiatrist. I got admitted into McLean that, one at a time. I think it was in April 28th, I got admitted. The first time I got admitted, the second time was because I relapsed on drinking and self-harm. Okay, so first time getting admitted to McLean was hopefully my last time in the hospital, because at this point, if I kept going in, I think I've been over maybe 20 times to institutions, maybe more. They kept telling me that they weren't gonna let me go at all. And so it took also a lot of therapy to overcome self-harm. For me, therapy works if you work the therapy, and as well as if you work your meds, the meds will work for you. And not drinking and not doing drugs, otherwise they just won't work. When I went to McLean, I'm going to continue back from the self-harm perspective. I did try to sneak in blades at the time, I think, and I got strip search. I got a couple strip searches in the past, and I would try to hide them in my bra, and they would make me take off my bra, and I was like, what the fuck? And so, excuse my language, but I was kind of angry. Or they would use a metal detector if I was being nice and I wasn't being angry. And I would have a lot of watchers in my room because how bad I was, how suicidal. And I know why they were doing that. They were trying to keep me safe. They didn't want me to die. And I wanted to die because of all my traumatic experiences in life. I thought that the best way was to die, basically. I didn't feel anything. Yeah, that's, after so many hospitalizations with, being an inpatient, going back to outpatient, going back to inpatient, and then finally getting told you have this one chance if you fuck it up, basically. And they were gonna keep me confined for a long time because they want to make sure that I'm stable enough to go out in the outside. And I actually took that pretty seriously. I kind of had like this light come into my face or something, and so I was just like, okay. So I signed this 3-day lease, and they really actually wanted me there longer the second time, not the first, but the first time I stayed over a month, and I felt better, but I relapsed again, and it was like a huge, endless cycle of drugs, alcohol, self-harm. Actually, self-harm, alcohol, drugs. It was like that huge cycle. Okay, so after that whole thing with self-injury, around April 28th, that was my 1-year anniversary with no drugs, no alcohol, etc. And so I did celebrate my 1 year with self-injury. I don't know how I would have made it without my boyfriend or AA or anything that's been in my life since positive, because I was living in my car for a while, and I didn't feel like I had any hope in myself, in my future, nothing, and I gave up. And I've accomplished a lot in over the last year, I would say. I had a lot of hopes and dreams, and some of them did come true this year. And meeting one of my friends online, I'm sure you've seen the videos, is Melissa, has been a huge inspiration in my life. I started watching your videos like 7 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, and you've inspired me to do video editing too. And so I just wanted to give you that for a video. I don't know if that meant anything. Therefore, I hope everybody is staying safe. If you ever want to talk to me on your struggles, please feel free to PM me, leave a comment down below and let me know. I still have my comments on hold, by the way, because I don't know. I don't want any negativity on my channel. If that's going to be the case, I will just not accept your comment. And that's basically it. And so I just want to also, once again, thank my 22 subscribers who are clearly watching, and hope to see you in a couple days. And I'm going to shut my mouth, and that is the end of the video. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.